It's week 1 of the National Football League, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Chiefs and the reigning Super Bowl champs on Thursday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Second and 1. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown! It's complete. DeAndre Hopkins, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Redwoods are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly, you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
On first down, Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is taken around the 12. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's been fun to watch run the football. We know he can pass, but using his legs effectively here in this one.
No doubt about it. Watch him maneuver in the pocket, out of the pocket, making the plays that he's making, which are breaking down the defense. I thought back to when we had our morning jog before the game, and I couldn't keep up with you. Those legs, they're valuable for his team.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. Buying time to his left. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Sacramento with the football here as we get set to begin quarter 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to rush coming, and he's taken down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll roll him out right. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Redwoods are able to widen their advantage. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Koo for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 28. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Kansas City's offense now set ready to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Forced out to his left. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. Steps away. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Redwoods are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. 5 plays there on that drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. 3 yards remain for second down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Burns. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, 59 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Now the extra point. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
2nd and 5. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Dancing to his left. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And his kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. We'll start in the early window and begin up in Minneapolis. A tough one for the homestanding Vikings as they get set to host the Philadelphia Eagles. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for KC. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for our home team, you take a look at what their quarterback was able to do running the football. And it's so far so good through 2 quarters as his guys are out in front. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Well, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line, and these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
This is caught by Williams. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
$13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. Taken in at the 11. 31 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Redwoods are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right? And
this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. But one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air. To try here for the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Ham's team able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, 45 yards. And the Redwoods are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
And two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This is Smith with the ground. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora kicked over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Mahomes now on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Mahomes. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll make it a second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now a swing pass, it's Edwards-Helaire. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the home team here, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Well, hello. I know I started the stream off. I wasn't talking. That's because at the time I wasn't doing audio. I'm preparing my break snacks, or my break treat, so my chill and break. So I decided why not talk a little football leading up to this break, you know. That way you guys can understand what we're doing, what I'm doing on the channel, instead of it just being that I just take a break and you guys don't know if I'm coming right back, when I'm gonna be back, stuff like that. So I decided to step in and, you know, have a little audio in the background. And I don't want to take a chance and do that. You know, we built our channel. I built this channel up from the ground up, and I would hate to be risking it for just some NFL content, you know, because you know how they flash the whole thing. NFL is not to be rebroadcast of any way, shape, or form and stuff. Now, I noticed on the end, towards the end of the stream, there was some pixelation, kind of like it looked like the graphics were loading kind of weird. I did not see that on my end, so I apologize for that. But as it stands, I'm not having any Wi-Fi issues. I think it's on YouTube's end. If it continues, I don't want to necessarily, the thing I don't like doing is stopping a stream and starting a whole nother stream, because then if you come past the stream, it looks like I've only streamed for like a couple minutes. Let me try to load it out 1 second. Wanted to see if I load the screen in and out, will it or is it it looks like it's on YouTube's end. It doesn't feel like it's coming from my side, because I have everything set up the same way I normally have it set up, and I'm not even running the 60 frames per second. That's another thing that I decided not to do. Let me see. Yeah, the graphics are coming in nice, but the stream itself is coming in a little choppy, so I'm gonna let it see if it fixes itself over the let me see. Nah, I'm gonna have to restart this, because that's bad.